Famici. We're at the Snake River Valley. It's one of the newer wineries here. It's only about 2 years old. We're going to go ahead and do a tasting today. No grapes. Howdy ho.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? It's a beautiful day out here in Sunny Slope. First wine I'm tasting is the Albarino 2023 vintage. Let's see, it's very light yellow color. Let me go ahead and see it. Swirl it to open up the bouquet. Oh, smell. Really want to dig in. Smell. It's really smelled the stone fruit and honeysuckle, as she mentioned. Mm.
They should be here.
It's got a citrus crispiness to it at the first sip. It's very nice.
It's not overly sweet. It's not overly sweet.
My friend Lisa just said it's not overly sweet. I don't get any sweetness to this whatsoever. I get more citrus, more crisp. My third sip, it is an easy drinking, more for like the summer warm weather. It's enjoyable.
The second wine that we're tasting is the 2023 Famici Estate Vermentino. So both the owners are both educators, Janet and CJ. And CJ is actually a geologist. He works for Boise State University. He's got a research project based in Sardinia, Italy. So that is where the Vermentino comes from. It's a little island in Italy. So it is going to be very crisp, a little green. I get more of a green apple to it. It's the only Vermentino in Idaho. And I believe the Pacific Northwest. I'm doing a little research to see if anyone else has it, but I haven't found anyone else just yet, but it's a very extensive list. But we're very proud of this. This was harvested last year, and earlier this year, it won a double gold at the Cascadia International and kind of put us on the map, which landed us the Idaho Winery to Watch for 2024. It's a beautiful little wine. It's definitely one of a kind. It actually spent some time on the skin, so you're going to see a little bit more depth to it. I actually kind of get almost like a caramel kind of note to it. Not necessarily in the sweetness, but in the warmth and the texture to it. But it's just a beautiful, very unique little wine. And I believe this one is $32 a bottle.
So on the texture part, does that mean it lingers on the palate for a long? Okay, I love that.
Yeah. And it's very, very smooth. And even sometimes it can be have a little bit of effervescence to it, but it's just a beautiful little wine.
And is this the first vintage for this particular varietal?
This is the first public release of it.
Okay.
The 22 was was wine club only because we only had a very limited amount, but every harvest is a little bit better. So this year we had enough to make enough to release to the public and share the Vermentino love.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Absolutely.
The second wine that Amanda poured for us is the 2023 Vermentino. It's an estate wine. You can see there's the color. It's very light yellow. Ooh, even after my first sip, I didn't even swirl it yet. So let me go backwards. We're going to swirl next, open up the bouquet. But even that first sip, it was delicious. Wow.
Caramel.
Yeah. Was that on your smell?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't smelled it yet. I did taste it and I really like the flavor. She is correct on the green apple, but it's not like a super tart green apple. It's more like a creamier green apple, if that makes sense. Yeah. There is a hint of caramel. And then I'm going to sip. So this will be my second sip because I cheated. Okay, so we did the first sip and then I smelled. And I do smell the caramel notes now. They were cleaning the windows, so you could smell the window cleaner. This Vermentino is delicious. It is $32 a bottle, but if you're part of the wine club, you get 10% off. 10% off. Join the wine club. It's worth it.
Miss Amanda. This is one of the.
That's really good. It's delicious. I'm not kidding.
The third, we're changing it up. We're going two different ways. So, Rosanna's got a 2019 Cab Sauv.
Ooh.
This is part of our Vicino line. So Vicino in Italian is neighboring or nearby. That means that it was our winemaker, but the fruit itself is not from the estate. So this one comes to us from, I believe, from Willamette Valley. We keep all of our outsourced fruit from, at least from the Pacific Northwest, but in the coming years, you're going to see a lot more Snake River representation. So I don't know the winery offhand, but I can find that information out for you. This was barrel aged for 2 years in French oak. And I just love it. This is like my Tuesday or my Thursday wine of choice.
Every day.
Any day that ends in Y, this Cab Sauv. It is just so smooth. It's got a little bit of cherry to it, a little bit of spice, excuse me.
Oh, I love spice.
Love spice. And it's one that I like to put on to newly red wine drinkers, just because there's a little bit of acidity. There's virtually no tannins to it.
Oh, wow.
It's just a very smooth red. So it's a great one to start if you're looking to try bolder reds. But with that acidity, I think that it's perfect for like a weekday dinner. So my Tuesday, Thursday cab. So pair it with like a pizza or like a crock pot stew.
Ooh.
It's just a beautiful all around little red. And that one is $42 a bottle.
40, excuse me?
$42 a bottle.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then over here on the side, we are going to be tasting the Famici Estate Rosé of Graciano. So the Graciano itself is a Spanish or Italian style red. I love the rosé because it has some tendencies to fall into the red profiles of it. As a red, it's going to be a little more black pepper, a little spice. It's a little more on the medium size. It's a lighter red.
I'm going to have you repeat that part. Go ahead.
As a red, the Graciano is a little more of black pepper, a little spice. It is more of a medium. As we do it in a rosé style, you're going to see a little bit more of a strawberry forward, but as it comes to room temperature, you'll start to see those black pepper, little spices.
Nice.
So it's kind of got like the sweet and savoriness to it, so it's perfect for a barbecue. It is an off dry, but you can definitely get those like strawberry notes up front.
So can you drink this rosé all year long, or is it specifically for warmer weather?
I certainly drink it all year long. I think it's kind of got the complexity to handle all year long. Certainly a little more chilled. It's perfect for the summertime, but it has that depthness that it could warm up a little bit and
Oh, nice.
continue on in winter.
And the Willamette Valley, when you mentioned that, that's where?
Willamette is Washington.
Say that again?
Willamette Valley is Washington. Washington.
Washington, thank you. We're seeing background, so sorry. Okay,
Just for the cab sauv, though.
okay. Oh, the Cab Sauv is what I'm,
Cab sauv.
where's this one
Rosso
from?
Graciano, the Graciano we grow here on the property. That's
Nice.
States.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Absolutely.
So the last and final one that I'm trying is the Vicinio Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a 2019 vintage. As you can see, it's a very, very deep red. It's a filled red wine. I've already tasted it, but I'm going to go ahead and do my 4 S's. So the first thing is C. Deep, deep, beautiful wine red color. My favorite color. Second one is swirl. I'm going to open up the bouquet. This grapes are from the Willamette Valley, which is in Oregon. Oh, no, excuse me, Washington. Correction, Washington. Smell. Oh, it's got a rich, velvety, black cherry smell to me. I love that smell. If I could wear it as a perfume, I would. Okay, and then the next one is sip. Now, I actually sipped this one first. Couldn't help myself. And that first sip was amazing. Second sip was amazing. Let's try the third sip. There's no tannins whatsoever. It's a drier finish.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
It's got a long velvety finish on the palate. It is delicious. And my friend Lisa is trying the Estate Rosé of Graciano. It is a 2023 vintage. What's the color? It's beautiful. The beautiful strawberry red color. Oh, the strawberries come off of this one. I swirl to open up the bouquet. I don't think it really needs much of it because it just smells delicious. It just smells like a glass of strawberries. Is this dry to you? No, it's not dry. Okay. Okay. So everybody has a different kind of palate. My first sip was a drier. It's got a fruitiness to it, but it's a drier wine. The strawberries come out. They fill your mouth. Easy drinking, drier on the finish. It lingers in your mouth. It gets you right back there, but it's not tart. It's delicious. So to surmise this tasting today, we are going to be taking a couple bottles of the Estate Vermentino 2023 vintage home with us. Me one, Lisa another. I'm also going to be taking a bottle or two of the Primitivo. I love Primitivo. I could go sleep in the vines over there that are on the estate. I love Primitivo, and it's really hard to find here in Idaho, so I'm very excited about it. And I do like the Vicino Cabernet Sauvignon, but if I had to pick between the Primitivo and that one, I'm going to go with Primitivo. The cab does have some peppery notes, which I really like. I find those a lot in Barberas. Of course, this is not a Barbera, but it does linger on your palate, and it is delicious. So if you like cabs, this is an excellent cab to purchase.